Trouble's paws hit the ground, sparks in the night, chasing the wind, gone out of sight. Through alleyways where the shadows play, a mile of noise on the move, no time to stay. Streetlights flicker, rhythm of a chase. Trouble's got a claim you just can't erase. Oh, trouble, trouble, on the run, living fast under moon and sun. Wild side calling, no leash, no ties. Trouble's the name, freedom's the prize.
Welcome guys! Today we're looking at the amazing olfactory sense of smell that dogs have and how it gets them into trouble. Dogs see the world through their noses, but sometimes it leads to problems. This young boy, his name is Todd. He got bitten by a rattlesnake in the face trying to protect his mommy on a walk. An ordinary everyday walk. I'm a snake catcher and a snake handler. I absolutely love snakes. I love their whole ecosystem, how they fit in, and the problem comes in. Snakes is not actually the problem, the owners are the problem. If you look at this black mamba, you can barely see him. You see one of his coils. Look at him, it looks like a stick. Your dog will find him by smell, and this boy, this bad boy is going to end your dog. You're going to try and help your dog, and that oak is going to end you as well. Now, is the problem the snake? No. The problem is people don't look after their dogs. But firstly, this is from Mike Perry. I studied from Mike. Mike is a Mamba legend and is also one of my role models. I would like to say thank you, Mike, for teaching me and having the patience and the time for actually training me to be a good snake handler. Thank you, Mike. Now, rattlesnakes have massive venom glands. That's that little red bag behind the eye. Now, they have different types of venom. Some venom is neurotoxic, that destroys the nerves. Some is cytotoxic, which destroys tissues. And some is hemotoxic, that destroys the blood. Now, that bulge behind his eye, that's the venom gland. Now, these snakes, the amount of venom they secrete per bite depends on each snake. They come through the venom ducts, that's that little red line behind the fang, into hypodermic teeth, that then injects it into the prey. Now, I breed rattlesnakes. I love rattlesnakes. It's probably one of my favorite kinds of snakes. This is one of my babies, Lexa. That's a mommy and daddy. Shikashi and Maddie. They're Western Diamondback rattlesnakes. I love them to bits. That's that same little snake called Lexa when she was a juvenile. And they hide very well in their terrain. They're very well camouflaged. They climb into places where they feel safe. Now, your dog's sense of smell is going to draw them to the snake. And behind that nice smell waits a pair of fangs. Snakes are all over, except in cold places. The problem comes in. We don't watch our dogs when we go out on walks. The rattlesnake has a rattle that pulls the attention, and then your dog gets bitten. So, as a snake handler, the best advice I can give you on a walk, if you were to encounter a venomous snake, is simply keep your dog on a short lead, check where you're walking, check what your dog is doing. Guys, we got our first channel sponsor. Thank you to Lucky Tech Cameras for sponsoring us. We truly appreciate it. Let me show you what they send us. I'll get Trouble to open it. Trouble, yeah? Look here. What's this? Can we open it for us? Show me. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Ouchie. Let me see. Ouch. Papa, ouch. Ouch, ouch. Let me see. It's yours, but it's for your camera. It's not for me. It's for your camera. I'm not going to take it. I just want to see. So, they sent us a optical cleaning kit. It's something that I don't have right now. as I'm new to photography, which is quite challenging. That box had it. Any case, so thank you very much to Lucky Tech Cameras. You guys are amazing. Guys, if you don't know who Lucky Tech Cameras are, guys, they're a camera company in Joburg, in Johannesburg, South Africa. Their service is amazing. Can I have the box back, please? Okay. No one wants to hear you ripping boxes apart. The service is amazing. The staff is absolutely wonderful. If you have an issue, you can talk to the owner. The owner is amazing. Guys, they are brilliant. I will definitely only do business with them, or, well, yeah, definitely in the future. They are my first choice. I'll tell you why. If there's a problem, they'll fix it. If you need something, you can't get it, they'll find it. Day, night, rain, shine, on a Sunday, they'll help you. They help me, they'll help you. So guys, support these guys. They're a small business. Let's help them, because they remember they're helping us in the channel to make entertaining videos for you and educational videos for you. Lucky Tech, thank you very, very much. The link is in the bio. They're on Facebook. I'll put all of that in the bio. Guys, please support them. Please check them out. Thank you very much to Lucky Tech Cameras. Now, snakes are not out to kill your dog. They are merely protecting themselves. They are defensive predators that will defend themselves. Now, if a snake pulls up in a bite post like this, get your dog out of there, get yourself out of there. Now comes the bad part. What if your dog is bitten? This I wish upon no one. Okay guys, so realistically, if a rattlesnake bites your dog, or any snake bites your dog, this is something serious. You don't get an actual rattlesnake bite kit, number one. Number two, first aid depends on the bite, depends on the species, depends on the temperature, the climate. All of that has it plays a factor or has an effect on the treatment of the dog. For example, let's say it's a warm Texas day, right? I don't know, okay, let's say it's about 38 degrees, which means the blood vessels are dilated, heart's pumping, it's nice and hot, you're sweating. Here comes the problem. Snake bites you. That venom, because of the high blood flow, will spread very quickly through the system, right? Versus, let's say, a autumn day, slightly cold, the temperature during the season is starting to drop. Snake bites you, will spread a bit slower. That's a simple example. By autumn, the snakes in any case are breeding, so they're probably inside the burrows. Depends. Let's say you get bitten 10 o'clock in the morning, it's slightly hot, like in South Africa, versus 1 o'clock in the morning where it's cold. The venom spreads differently. Getting bitten by, let's say, a Southern Pacific rattlesnake, that's a neurotoxic snake, versus a, let's say, Western Diamondback, which is now hemotoxic. Neurotoxins will shut down your heart in seconds, and this hemotoxin will destroy your organs. It does different effects. Okay, but that's not the point. The point is actually, because I'm now running in a different direction, the point of the fact is, should you get bitten, what should you do? Now, people say, cut the wound. Okay, you cut the wound. I'm also a qualified paramedic. I've got over 21 years, 22 years experience. I don't work or worked in a place like America. I didn't work in Europe. Now you guys are going, okay, the difference is, I've treated mamba bites, I have treated cobra bites, I have treated puff adder bites, I've even treated a boomslang bite.
I've treated stuff with more freedom as a paramedic than the guys that you are used to. For example, I've treated gunshots. I have not just put a piece of bandage on or put a flutter valve. I have actually decompressed the chest. I have the amount of drugs and stuff that we have versus other places, and our freedom, our protocols are much wider, much more intricate versus other places. So I'm not someone who just sits and look. Okay. Now, should you get bitten, don't cut the wound. If you cut it, you put the venom into the bloodstream, right? Don't cut the wound, ever. Don't go and suck on the wound. If you want to suck on something, I'm not going to go down that road, but use your imagination. In any case, you never suck on any wound, regardless if it's a snake bite or a bleeding wound. Now, what do? Okay? Your dog gets bitten. Your dog can be one of the following. These are signs and symptoms. He can be lethargic, which means your dog can be, Afrikaans people call it pap. He won't be willing to stand or lie down. He would look like, pretty much like he's drunk. He's going to be he's going to be lethargic. Okay. Then the dog can be shivering. Your dog can be having trembles. His body would look like it's cold. That is neurological fallout due to the venom. Mostly it can also be the central nervous system responding to the venom, depending on the amount, all of that. Okay. Your dog can be vomiting. Most cases of toxication or venomation, if your body responds by trying to secrete the toxins, your body doesn't always realize it's here and not here. It's not something that I ate and it's trying to secrete it. Okay. Defecation, your dog can poop himself. Now you guys are going, ugh, you know what, if a rattlesnake bites me, I will probably poop myself, and I'll be honest with you. Your dog can be crying, helping. Remember, we are talking about an insane amount of pain. Imagine the most painful injection that you've ever had in your life. Times a million. You can't compare it to a rattlesnake bite. Rattlesnake venom is excruciating. The only people I would ever wish for that to happen to is pedos. I would inject them with rattlesnake venom, to be honest. Pretty much, murderers. The worst of the worst. Anybody else know? It's nasty. Now, amongst all of those things, you just say your dog will be crying. Okay? Your dog might be bleeding. Where he's been bitten, there might be blood coming from the wound. Right? Swelling. Like you guys saw with Todd, his face is deformed, extremely swelled. There's a veodema. This is due to the venom. This is the body's histamine and antihistamine reacting, causing the amount of swelling. Okay. I think those are the most common signs that you can actually pick up. There is more things that come into it, but for example, you might have a temperature spike, but the body is responding to the venom, and by thinking it might be like an infection, then the body might actually lift the temperature. You'll have stuff like increased heart rate, increased respirations. Then over a few minutes, or well, not minutes, over a certain amount of time, you will have a drop in respirations. You will slowly have a drop in pulse as the body is getting targeted by the venom. The idea is to shut down your organs with most of the venom. If you look at the cascabel rattlesnake's bite, it's a neurotoxic snake. One of the effects that it has, it paralyzes the target. So literally your body goes into complete paralysis. You can't move, and then you slowly drown and smother because your lungs can no longer open and close. Horrible death. Amazing snake though. absolutely love the cascabels. They're quite spicy. They're quite a spicy snake. I actually do love them a lot. Mojaves. The Mojave rattlesnake it's a small little snake. Now what makes this little snake so... It's the most venomous rattlesnake. If a Mojave bites you, I'll be honest with you, if you out there somewhere in a bush or a canyon or whatever you guys want to call it, and let's say you're 5 to 10 miles away from help and a Mojave bites you, gets a good and nice proper bite on you, gets to chew you once or twice, where he walks the fangs like once or twice during a bite, I'll be honest with you, you'll die. I doubt you will get help. It's a highly neurotoxic snake. It's like a mamba. People say if a mamba bites you, you've got 15 minutes. You know what? I'm a paramedic, I've treated mamba bites, and I'm telling you straight, it's bullshit. I do not see the point in lying to you. Reality is, mamba bites you, it's anywhere near a vein, you're screwed. When the cardiotoxins hit your system, and that neurotoxin hits your system, you're gone. You are gone. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think you survived. I only know 4 people that I've ever heard of that have survived a mamba bite. Okay, so let's say you're out on your walk and you do get bitten, or your dog gets bitten. Now, dogs are horrible during snake bites. Let me explain to you why. So, as you go out and you walk, right? Dogs usually, remember I spoke to you about smell, the olfactory organs. What happens is the dog smells the world. Snake is here, he goes, he smells. Because now remember the tail is doing this. It looks quite interesting. He smells here, the head comes aside, mwah! We bite your dog in the face. There is no real way to tourniquet a face. Okay, they say don't tourniquet a face. Here's my reasoning. I get bitten on my hand. Right. I'd rather lose my forearm and my hand than lose my life. Okay? This is a reasonable sacrifice for me, life over limb. I'd rather lose this than lose my life. Does it make sense? Don't tourniquet, it's going to swell. Yes, okay. So that's all good and well. What if you can't get to the antivenom? Then what? It's like the guys that I'm watching on YouTube. I just bought 2 black mambas from all the way from Africa, and these are guys in the US, right? Well, I've just bought a green mamba, and this snake is the most venomous in Africa, yada 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 bullshit. Or I bought a boomslang. It's not a boomslang, it's a boomslang. All you guys do with the boomslang, you piss the rest of us off. But actually, boomslang, it comes from my culture, we named the snake. It's a boomslang. So, what happens is, you guys are keeping these snakes, and which is fine. Yeah, boy. Come, I'll give you some hugs. Which is fine. But the problem comes in. You don't have access to the antivenom. How much antivenom do you need for a boomslang bite? Do you know? No, I need about 6 ampules or 6 vials. Oh, come now, you silly wolfie. Did you just burp in my ear, you little pig? You need about 6 no you don't. A mamba bite, you can go up to 13 ampules, depending on the size of a mamba, depending on the potency of the mamba. Now, give me that foot thing. It all depends on the snake. So, keeping an exotic snake is wonderful. I love my exotics. I love my rattlesnakes. I love my cobras. Now go and play. I love my snakes. I love my spinning cobras, my red spitters, my zebra spitter. Yeah, I love my snakes. Problem comes in. Red spitter, we can make a plan for antivenom, right? Zebra, I'm fine. If I get bitten, I will lose some fingers. Red spit, I'll probably lose some fingers. My gaboon adders, my gaboon vipers, it's fine. You can bite me. Yeah, I'll lose some tissue, probably a few fingers. Why? Because I can actually get antivenom. We've got polyvalent antivenom. We can make a plan. Get bitten by a rattlesnake. Ooh, whole different story. If one of my rattlers bite me, I'm in trouble. Let me explain to you why. Now I said, in trouble, bring a bum here. Ooh, yeah. I also want to fight with you. Let me explain to you why. Cofab in South Africa, get your nose out there. Cofab is extremely expensive in South Africa, ridiculously so. I might not be able to get the necessary amount that I need for the bite, which means I will suffer. Where did you get a lychee? I might not get enough, so the damage will be severe. I might have organ failure, organ damage. Don't mess with snakes that you can't have access to the antivenom, and a lot of it. Okay, so now your dog gets bitten. What do you do? Firstly, and honestly, do you know who your friend is? It's called a cell phone. Guys, all of us have smartphones, right? My phone is not so smart, it's quite stupid, but hey, it's a phone. Now, with your smartphone, this is what you're going to do. Before you go to an area, get your vet's number, or the vet of the area. So let's say I'm going to random name, Colorado Springs, right? I'm going there. I'm taking. Well, I must leave this on. That furball, that one with legs are sticking out there. I'm taking that oak to Colorado Springs. We managed to find a snake. Snake bites him by accident. Accidents happen. Who do I call? I need to know who the vet in the area is. Right. That's your first line. Second line, you need to know emergency services number. So 911. Yeah, that's a great number. They're going to take you to a control room. Which is great. Hello, operator, and the venom is spreading. Oh, really? You need an emergency vehicle. The venom is spreading. Yeah, okay. Do you see what's happening? While you're talking nonsense with the operator, and they will help you. This I will say for Americans, and I'm saying this 100%. Firstly, special shout out to Nancy Caroline. She is the mother of paramedics. If you do not know who Nancy Caroline is, please go and Google her. From all my brothers and sisters under red or blue lights, we all love Nancy Caroline. Okay. She is literally the mother of paramedics. Now, let's get back to it. While you are talking to your operator, you're exposing your exposure time, which means the venom does more damage. Find out in Colorado Springs, what is the fire station's number? Because most of your paramedics or firemen or EMTs in America, they're all the same. Yeah, I know, guys, don't swear at me. Because I know that we don't like to be called the same. Traffic cops and policemen don't like to be called the same. Yeah, I know, I don't mean it like that, but emergency services, a fireman will know an EMT. An EMT will know a fireman, or they will be the one and the same. It depends on the training. Yeah, okay. So, should you get bitten, my coffee, my boy, or I'll hit you with a strap. Make sure you can get help should you yourself get bitten. That's one thing. Then I would say find out who the sheriff is. The sheriff can also help you. You need to be able to call people who can help you. But the vet is first. You will contact your vet and say to the vet, look, bye. Listen, I've been bitten, or my dog has been bitten. I'm bringing in my dog. This. So that the vet can prepare, get anti-venom ready, get the drips ready. So when your dog arrives, they can actually put up blinds for your dog immediately. It doesn't take 10 minutes to prep blinds and to get anti-venom ready. Okay. Now, what do you do during the bite? Firstly, you're going to pick up your dog and carry your dog. Do not let your dog walk. Your dog will tend to want to be bitten in the face, so there's nothing you can do. Keep your dog calm. Don't scream, don't shout, don't panic. I know I'm talking. No, don't panic. Yeah, I get it. But nice and calm. We want to keep our dogs calm. The reason being, if the dog is calm, the heart rate is lower, even though he's in pain, venom spreads slower. You make a fuss that's going to spread faster, your dog's going to die. Okay, so, now, you call the vet on the way, you carry your dog, you don't want the dog to move. The more movement it is, the faster venom spreads. So, we're going to carry our pup to the car, or to the vehicle, the pickup or whatever. Put your dog inside, go around slowly. Come on boy, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay. Daddy loves you, mommy loves you. Wait. Don't delay. Don't delay. There isn't really treatment that you can do. If you're a paramedic or a EMT, hi boy, come here. Come here. Okay, he doesn't want to come. You want to lead? Come. Don't put up lines and stuff like that, guys. There isn't time. Just get to the vet. Highest prognosis is get to the vet. Okay. Then walk into, explain to the vet where you've been. Which area, when he knows, the vets usually know where certain types of snakes or certain species of snakes hang out. So for example, in Florida, if you go and you hang out near open water places like creeks or ponds, rivers, my dog has been bitten by a shortish snake, a little bit of white, I'm not sure if it's just a greyish, white-headed type snake. Then the vet can say to you, okay, snakes that usually hang around water or water areas are the cottonmouth, also known as the water moccasin. So it's probably one of them. Then the vet can start looking at the signs and symptoms and probably determine it's down that line of snake or that type of snake and start treating your dog for that bite. Okay, so it's not rocket science. Just get to the vet. The vet will do everything. Okay, easy peasy. South Africa, guys, we've got spitting cobras. Spitting cobras, different ball game. If a dog gets spitten. Now I sound like the 30% matrix here. Your dog gets spat in the face and the venom goes into the eyes, right? Immediately flush the eye. Now, I've got nothing. Use your pee, urine to wash out the eye if you have to. But get the venom out of the eye, okay? This sounds disgusting, but urine, milk, water, those are usually the things that work the best. It does sound disgusting, but in any case, I have used milk on my own eyes. Like I said, I've got spitting cobras. Water dilutes it, but God, it burns. It is horrible. It is and your eye swells like, it looks like Muhammad Ali took a swing at your eye swells like, no, we'll put an age restriction on this. I'll just say, holy fuck, your eye swells like this. It hurts like a motherfucker. Okay, I've never been bitten by any cobra, thank the Lord, or any viper. Came close, no, I'm lying, I've been bitten by a viper. I've been bitten by green lip, white lip tree vipers. Got all my fingers, because the ones in captivity are not as venomous as the ones in the wild. Okay, so now, for the most part, treatment is not an issue. We can get our dog to the vet. How do we avoid shit like this happening in the first place? You go out on a walk. You guys got those long bloody leads, or you walk off lead. This is my lead I use when I go walking. You will see one of my favorite brands. I don't know if you guys can see that. Ooh. Okay, well, this is quite difficult when everything is in reverse. It's a Rogues Authentic Gear short little lead. This is the lead I prefer when I go walking. Let me explain to you why. It's short enough when I walk that trouble can stay next to me. Where we go walking, I promise you there is snakes, there is mambas, there is puff adders, there is berg adders, which is a mountain adder, which is also a viper, a very well hidden viper. If you step on it, you've got issues. There's a lot of spitting cobras, like the Mozambican spitting cobra, rinkels, which I heard now is called the rinkels. So rinkels. Just come here. Now you want to stand here and fray here, but you don't want to come closer. Okay. Let me just rub that little face of yours. Okay. Oh my boy. I'd rather have a short lead than him running around and getting bitten. Come here. Yo. This guy. This one with a lot of teeth. This one is my everything. I love him with all my heart. He's my baby boy. There's nothing I won't do for this dog. I'd rather not have him run around like a hooligan and like a maniac and get bitten. You know, I'd rather have him a little bit more unhappy on a short lead. When we go out to places where he can run freely, like football fields and stuff like that, he goes off lead and he goes bush. There are certain places that I know that we can go off lead. Certain farms, certain areas that I know there's not as many snakes about. Usually during the winter, when I know there's no snakes, midwinter, he goes completely off lead. Because I know there's no snakes, there's no scorpions, there's no spiders and stuff that he can get bitten by. The foliage in Africa is less, so you can see into brushes and stuff like that, into bushes and stuff. But I know he's safe. I don't want him running and getting hurt. And Malinois do get hurt, guys. They do get hurt. They're idiots. They're idiots. If you see, actually look, which knee is it? So this knee. Yeah, okay, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a mark here on his knee here. He cut his knee open simply by being an idiot. Now, of course, he went to the vet immediately, but there was no stitches needed. But I still took him to the vet. No, shorter leads help. Look where your dog is sniffing. When you're out and about, remove your earphones. Not all snakes have rattles. Cottonmouth doesn't have a rattle. It hisses, you might hear a hissing. Copperheads does that with his little tail, tip of a tail, that little green tip. to pull the dog's attention. I've never heard a copperhead hiss, but you might hear it's not a rattle, but it hits on the ground, you might hear it. Okay. Be aware of your surroundings. If he goes and he sniffs inside holes and things like that, make sure he doesn't. Thick grass, thick foliage. Keep his head out there, because that's places where snakes hang out. Usually cool to mild is dark places, or is usually places where snakes hang out. Snakes operate from dusk till dawn. You do have this your snakes that operate during the day, but your vipers operate mostly during the night. Your tree vipers is usually during the day. Okay. You see the mess there on the table? It's not a mess. That's actually all of that stuff. All of that is stuff for a project. We were up till about 4 o'clock this morning. We're busy with a project for my nephew. Okay, then again, guys, I'm going to end it here because we're running on time. I do want to say thank you again to Lucky Tech. Guys, I'm going to put their stuff up. Go check them out. They're really cool. And then we'll catch you on the next one from me. And this... Can you come here, please? Please. From me and him, Mr. Trouble. We'll see you on the next one.